Hi, so welcome back to Ashok Master Spoken English 4519. So my dear student, in the previous class we have learned indefinite article a and an. So today we are going to discuss about definite article the. So the most important definite article the. So why? Because if you want to prepare any competitive examination, the most important definite article the. Right. Now I am going to write two sentences on the board. You can see there is blank man, and another sentence is man is standing. There is my brother. Here I have written two sentences on the board. You can see there is blank man is standing there is my brother. So normally our rule is nothing but, so bracket after you can see m is consonant sound. So what is our rule? All consonant sounds before we have to mention article a. So that is correct answer. But observe the second sentence, blank man is standing there is my brother. Here bracket after you can see the word consonant sound. So as per rule we have to mention article a, but that is not the correct answer. Study the sentence carefully. Man is standing there is my brother. In Telugu we called as అక్కడ ఎవరైతే నించున్నారో that person is my brother. So the sentence can explain particularly. So when the sentence said particularly, so we have to mention article the man is standing there is my brother. So that is the difference between article a and article the. Next I am going to explain another example. Here you can see only one window, and here you can see three windows. Now question is, can you open the window? Can you open the window? Why? Because here is only one window. We can say, can you open the window? But here, if you observe, there were three windows. So that is the reason I can say, can you open a window? So that is the difference between a and the. So here is only one window. Can you open the window? But here, can you open a window? So like that one. So that's why today we are going to discuss about the definite article the. So when should we use this the? And examination point of view, the most important, right? So now I am going to write one by one and one by one. First one. So we have to use definite article the superlatives. Superlatives. I think you have got it out. Sir, what is the meaning of superlative? Simple. Now I am going to write one word. Highest, lowest. I have written two words on the board, highest and lowest. Example, here the word high, at the end of the word you can find est. So est is nothing but superlative. Example, word ending, if you find est, so we have to mention article the highest, and the lowest. Simple. All superlatives before we have to mention article the. Next, stronger. Here I have written another word, stronger. Here the word strong. At the end of the word you can find er. If you find er also, so in front of the superlatives we have to mention article the. So this is our first rule. What is our first rule? All superlatives before we have to mention article the. Second one, directions. So directions before. You have got one doubt, sir. What is the meaning of directions? Directions means we have got exactly four directions: north, south, east, west. So these are all we called as directions. So all the directions before we have to use article the. The north, the south, the east, the west. So all directions before we have to use article the. Third one, all musicals. So all musical instruments before we have to use article the. Example, tabla, violin. So example, all the musical instruments before we have to use article the tabla, the violin, the sitar. So like that one. So next one, fourth one, famous, famous books. So we have got just four famous books. Example, Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, Bible and Quran. So all the famous books before we have to mention article the. Example, Gita, Bhagavad Gita. So we can call the Bhagavad Gita. So next one, designations before. Designations. I think you have got a doubt, sir. What is the meaning of designations? Designations is nothing but example, the principal, the president, the prime minister of India. So these are all we called as designations. So all designations before we have to use article the. Example, principal, the PM, the prime minister. So we can use article the. Next, so we have completed our five rules. First one, superlatives, directions, musicals, famous books, and designations. Now I am going to write our sixth rule. Now I am going to write our sixth rule. Household. Our sixth rule, house. Household things. Just to take an example, at the room, you can see light, fan, table. So in front of all household things, we can say table, fan, light, the kitchen, the balcony, the roof. So in front of all household things, we have to use article the. So we can say the table, the fan, the light, the balcony, the roof. So in front of all household things. Next one, republic countries. All republic countries. See, there is a slightly difference between countries and republic countries. Example, republic countries, UK, USA, People's Republic of China. So these are all we called as republic countries. All republic countries, before we have to use article D. So we can say the UK, the USA, the Republic of China. Next one. So we have to use article D, transport. So transport, before we have to use article D. Example, APS RTC, transport, the APS RTC, TSRTC, the TSRTC, Karnataka RTC. So Karnataka RTC. Next, government, before also we have to use article D. Example, the AP government, the TS government. So in front of governments also we have to use article D. Next one. First, second, third, top, bottom, left, right. So in front of all this we have to use article D. Example, the first, the second, the third, the top, the bottom, the left, the right. So in front of all this one, so we have to use article D. So now we have completed 9. Now I am going to write our 10th one, seas, oceans, seas, oceans, rivers, island, desert. So seas, rivers, island, desert. So in front of all this one, so we have to use article D. Example, the river Ganga, the Krishna, the Kaveri. Next one, the Sahara Desert, the Red Sea. So the Andaman Nicobar Islands. So in front of all oceans, the Pacific Ocean. So in front of all seas, oceans, rivers, islands, deserts, before we have to use article D. So my dears, I have completed 10 rules. So in front of all this one, so we have to mention article D. Now I am going to write our 11th point, newspapers before. So example, newspapers, Hindu, Times of India. So all newspapers before. So we have to use article D. The Hindu, the Times of India, and Sakshi, the Sakshi, and Andhra Jyoti, the Andhra Jyoti. So in front of all newspapers, we have to use article D. Next one, astrological things. Example, sun, moon, star. So in front of all, earth, the sun, the moon, the star, the earth. So in front of all astrological things, we have to use article D. Next one. So rich families. Example, Tatas, Birlas. So in front of rich families, we have to use article D. Example, the Tata, the Birlas. So these are the basic rules of we have to use article the. So we have completed example 13 in front of the. Now, my dear students, so today we have completed the definite article the. Now I am going to revision the topic fastly. Right. So the first, all superlatives before. Second one, directions before. Third one, famous families before. Next one, all transport before. Next, seas, rivers, oceans, deserts before. The first, the second, the last, the top, the bottom, the right and left. So all musical instruments before. So all newspapers before, all musical instruments before. So in front of all this, so we have to use article the. So my dears, I hope you liked my explanation. If you liked my explanation, you can like and share and you can subscribe my channel. Thank you.